What I would like to show you is how to sharpen the teeth using a diamond wheel. What we need, we of course will need our teeth gauge. I modified it so right angle is at the right hand side, and what I did, I put an arrow on it facing to the left. What's important about it is that this arrow will show you the direction in which the tooth will be facing at all time when you sharpen it. And as you know, we've got the tooth, we call them right and left. Right will fit on the right side of the wheel facing it. The left tooth will face it on the left side. Doesn't matter if you sharpen the right or the left tooth, you still gonna have the tooth, the carbide, facing in the direction of the arrow. Now, what is important on those teeth are those lines that you can find on them, and those lines will be adjusted to that tooth gauge to get this 5 to 7 degree angle to sharpen the tooth. I like to use two side grinders. One is equipped with a diamond wheel here, and the other one is equipped with abrasive wheel, and I will explain to you right away why. For the demonstration here, I want to show you just a brand new tooth, and what I'm talking about is this line here. We mount the tooth in a vise. This is of course parallel now to the vise. If you put your gauge beside it, you can see that the gauge here has got the slant, which is about 5 to 7 degrees. Now what we're using the gauge for is to move that tooth, move it around, so we get this 5 to 7 degrees angle. And it appears to be just about here. And now what happens, as you can see, that tooth is slanting towards left, but this line now will be parallel with line of the gauge, and this is very important. And now what we're doing, make sure it's tight, we take our diamond wheel and we run it, we hold it parallel like that and try to run it on top of the tooth. This way we get this nice sharp edge, which will be 5 to 7 degrees. Here I've got the tooth that I'm just about to sharpen, and I'm gonna show you the whole procedure. Number one, line is a little bit dirty, cannot see it. I take a brush, wire brush, clean it up a little bit here, little butt on top. Now what we can see here, there is little excessive material on the top which gonna plug our diamond wheel, and what I would like to do is take it off 1/16 or so of an inch, take it down at this angle, and then when I take the back rider off, I will sharpen the tooth at the angle required, 5 to 7 degrees. So to take the back side off, we just move it something like that, and that's where two of those become handy, because instead of changing the wheels around, I can just start working on this right now and then take the other grinder and cut the tooth. So like you've seen, I took the rider part off. Now I will try to align this to get this 5 to 7 degrees we were talking about. And with little experience and stuff like that, we should be just about there, a little bit too high. That seems to be about right. Now we take the diamond wheel and we hold it parallel to the ground, parallel to the vise and sharpen the tooth. Now what you can see that we got the proper angle between the diamond and the gauge, but this side is a little bit too high, so I would recommend right now to cool the tooth off for a while, and then what we would do, we would run the side grinder with the abrasive wheel, and we would just grind a little bit here and a little bit there, bringing it down, so every time you measure your tooth, the gauge should be touching top of the tooth. But if you can look here, I don't know how much you can see, but it's pretty damn close. And on top of that, this is as sharp as it can get. Is as sharp like a brand new tooth, and I found this method to be way better than sharpening with your 6-inch green wheel. Now we're working on the same tooth. I want to show you how to take this part out. Just like that should be enough to put the gauge on top, and as you can see, we got this beautiful angle that we were aiming for. Please be very cautious. Wear safety glasses while sharpening the teeth. You've got only 2 eyes, so you can make the same mistake twice. The parts that you just sharpen or try to take out become very hot. When I work on the teeth, I like to do, let's say if I would be just taking off this part, I just like to throw it on my concrete garage floor. This way the tooth will cool itself down